Hello YouTubers, UXO back here today. Today we're going to tackle a common problem in travel trailers and fifth wheel, which is the bed frame being too high when you buy a new mattress. We bought a new mattress last year and the mattress is 12 inches thick, so it's a really good mattress. The old mattress was about 6 inches thick, I believe. And the problem we run into with a 12-inch mattress is the mattress comes to this height here. So when I sit up in bed, I hit my head on the overhead cabinets up here. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take this frame apart, cut it down 6 inches lower than what it is right now, and then put it back together, and that should give me the clearance. I don't hit my head up here when I sit up at night in bed. That's a common problem in a lot of the trailers where they put these overhead cabinets. I believe that's why the newer models are not doing that, because people are buying new mattresses to replace the old mattresses that come with the trailer. So what I'm going to hope to do is I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to start by just removing the plywood top, and then it looks like there's only a few screws around the base of the aluminum frame, and take it out, cut it down 6 inches, and hopefully either send it out to a shop to be re-welded, or there's you can do something like it's like an aluminum solder you can buy. You can heat the aluminum up at the joint and spread this aluminum solder, I guess, for a better lack of term. I'll get more in detail when we do that, when I get to that point. But for now, we're going to concentrate on just removing the bed and bed frame. So I'm going to start by removing the struts. I'm just going to remove them from the frame and just leave them attached to the plywood base. Now you got to watch and take the other side that this frame doesn't fall down on your head. That removes that. If they're in my way, I will remove them all. We're going to remove the hinge. Take the top piece off. Just going to remove the front part of the hinge. Okay, we've got the top off. I'm going to remove the front panel. Just a couple of screws up top here, I believe. I mean, who knows, but we'll go with it, hopefully. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 perimeter, 5, 6, 7 perimeter screws. That looks like. So we'll remove those and see if we can lift the frame up. And there's a few more. I'll move you around here. There's a few more along here. That's a big self-tapping screw. Not sure if I have to remove the inner panels in here. There's some panels in here to get at that frame, but we'll see. Have to remove these last couple of perimeter screws. Of course, you gotta check around, make sure. Yeah, oh, it's just stuck in there. It was just stuck on the carpet. But you got to be careful because they put screws in weird places in trailers. As you know, if you watched my last trailer rental from my old trailer. So that's good. The whole frame can come up. A couple of screws. Pretty light. So I'm gonna move it. We're gonna move into the garage and see what we have to do to cut the frame down and put it back together again. Stay tuned. Okay, so like I said, you have to be careful. Forgot about the plug. I didn't damage anything. I just lifted it and then realized the cord was still connected. So let's take off disconnect this plug. Okay, so that's the plug here. Usually the top cap, the cover plate is just snapped on. So I turned the power off to the whole trailer. 12-volt system is still on, it doesn't matter. There's a couple of screws on either side. Sorry, there's not a very good view. The trailer's very small, of course, up here. So they're just little, I'll show you when I take it out here. They're just little locking tabs that fit in behind the panel to hold the whole receptacle in place. Just going to confirm there's no power. No power going to that plug. So you see this little clip, just pop one side off and then pop the other side. Be careful because if you break it, you bought it. And then in here, everything is just press fitted in. There you go. You just pull it out, pull the wires out. We're going to tape them up because I'm going to turn the power back on. So we're going to put little barrettes on it and then tape them up so they don't spark. So we're just going to cover the wires, the lead wires. I'm just gonna, since they were press fitted into the teeth. See these little teeth in here? Well, they're press fitted into the teeth, and they actually cut the wire on either side. So I'm gonna tape up the black wire as well. Where the little splices are in the line. And I'll do it on the white one since I got some tape left. Just to be safe. Okay, I'm gonna have to take off the inside panel. This is just stapled into the aluminum. Go figure. Yeah, there's a little tie on the inside here that's holding it to the frame. Okay, we're back inside my garage. Come up pretty simple. It's very light because it's mostly hollow core aluminum except for this main piece, I guess, to give more rigidity for the bed frame. So looking at it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the top frame from the bottom. I don't want to mess with this height because that's the proper height within the RV floor in the front, how it goes up. So I don't want to mess anything down here. So I'm going to remove the side panels. And they're just spot weld it in each corner, and then in the center I'm going to hacksaw the spot weld through and then take the top frame off and then just cut these beams down 5.5 inches and then reattach the top to the new cut height. So first thing we're going to do is remove the side panels, because these are going to have to be cut as well. And this may have to move down, we'll see. Because if I cut 5.5 inches, it's probably going to come into here. So I may even have to replace this whole panel, which is pretty common panel. You can buy it in any of your local hardware stores. So we'll see when I cut the frame down and recut this. Maybe I can cut the bottom to refit. I don't know. We'll get to that when we get to it. But for now, I'm going to remove the side panels. They're just stapled on, like I said. I can't believe that, but stapled through the aluminum. I'm just going to use a little pry bar and pry them off, and hopefully don't break them. If I break them, I'll buy new ones. We'll go from there. Maybe glued too. Yeah, looks like there's a little bit of glue on there, which is just going to make things a little bit more complicated. Okay, got it off, a little bit of cracking and stuff, but I think it can be reused. What I'll do is before I put the paneling back on, I'll take my soft bristle grinding blade and grind all this glue and stuff off. Exact same process on this side. We'll come back when we're all done this side. Okay, welcome back. Got both panels off, and then I take the back panel as well. So now I'm going to remove all these staples. You can see them all in the glue. So the easiest way I found is to use something like this, a little pick screwdriver. This way you can go in and raise them up a little bit if they're too low to grab with the vice grips. So we'll do that all the way around, and then I'll pull them up with the vice grips. Like I said, later I'll use a wheel and grind all that old glue and stuff off. There's my girls. Abby. She's a pretty girl. She's almost 2. Okay, be right back.